Hi everyone, welcome to Learning Math with VK. Today we explore lesson 18 in algebra, rational function and simplifying rational expression. 1. Rational function and its domain. A rational function has the form f of x equal to p of x over q of x, where px and qx, they are polynomial. Qx is non-zero. Px over Qx is a rational expression. The domain of f is a set of number x such that the denominator qx is non-zero. Let's take a look at an example. Example: find domain of fx equal x squared over x minus x squared. Well, the denominator is non-zero, so we set x minus x squared to be non-zero. From here, we can factor out the x, get 1 minus x is not equal to 0. If the product is non-zero, that means each factor has to be non-zero. So x is non-zero. 1 minus x is non-zero, meaning that x has to be not equal to 1. Now we can draw a number line. 0, 1, not equal to 0, not equal to 1. So we have 2 open circle. 0 and 1 divide the number line into 3 interval. Negative infinity to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to infinity. And the 3 intervals here, they are the domain of the function. Domain is negative infinity to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to infinity. Number 2, simplify rational expression. Let's take a look at a few examples. 2 over 2x minus 4. We can simplify a rational expression to make it even better looking and less computational intensive later on. Similar to how we simplify a fraction, we can only cancel out common factor. Only cancel out common factor. Okay, 2, well, it's the same as 2 times 1. On the bottom, we can factor out the 2, get x minus 2. Now we see that, oh, we have a common factor 2. Cancel it. And we have 1 over x minus 2. Another example. 3x squared minus 9x over x minus 3. We can factor the 3x. That is the GCF from the top. We have x minus 3. On the bottom, we need product of factor. So we can multiply x minus 3 to the number 1 of factor on 1 from x minus 3. X minus 3 times 1. cancel out a common factor. And we have 3x over 1, which is 3x. Here come another one. X squared minus 1 over x squared plus 6x minus 7. Factor the top and the bottom. X minus 1, x plus 1, x plus 7, x minus 1. Oh, we have a common factor, x minus 1. So get rid of it. We have x plus 1 over x plus 7. Ta-da! Done. Let's move to number 3. Combining rational expression. Oh, this is the fun one because we use this often in calculus, very often. Combining means adding, multiply, divide. One, two, three. Number 3, combining. Man, nói lộn nè. 3, combining rational expression. Example, 7x over 10 minus x over 5. In order to do this, we need a common denominator. So the common denominator is, we're looking for the smallest common denominator. And notice that we can multiply 5 to 2 to get 10. So multiply 2 to the bottom, times 2 to the top. 10 is called the smallest common denominator or the least common denominator. It's 10. Least common denominator, call it the LCD. The reason why we multiply 2 to the bottom and 2 to the top, because 2 over 2 is just the number 1. So we get an equivalent rational expression, 2x over 5. That's 7x over 10 minus 2x over 10. 7x minus 2x over the common denominator, 5x over 10. 5x is 5 times x. 10 is 5 times 2. Get rid of the common factor. And we have x over 2. Here comes another example. 1 over x minus 1 over x squared plus x. To do this one, we got the factor. So 1 over x minus 1 over x squared plus x. You can factor the x, get x plus 1. So we see here that the smallest common denominator is x times x plus 1. That's the LCD. X plus 1. This means that we need to multiply the first fraction by x plus 1 over x plus 1. Then x plus 1 here, x plus 1 on the top. Yeah. Distribute the ones, get x plus 1 minus 1. The bottom is the LCD, it's the least common denominator. X plus 1. I do not suggest that you distribute the x, because sometimes you can cancel the common factor. Keep the x. Plus 1 minus 1 is gone. So we have x over x times x plus 1. And x here is the same as x times 1. So ta-da! You see we have common factor x. Cancel it out. And we have 1 over x plus 1. Another example is 1 over x minus 1 plus 1 over x squared minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 1 over x minus 1 plus 1 over, factor it out, we get x minus 2 times x minus 1. LCD here is x minus 2 times x minus 1. This tells us to multiply the first fraction or rational expression by x minus 2 over x minus 2. Distribute 1, get x minus 2 plus 1 over x minus 1 times x minus 2. Minus 2 plus 1 is -1, so we have x minus 1 over x minus 1, x minus 2. Well, x minus 1 is the same as x minus 1 times 1. Now we have a common factor. Get rid of the common factor, x minus 1. And ta-da! We have 1 over x minus 2. Pretty cool, huh? Let's move on to a more complex rational expression. Here comes an example. A complex rational expression tells us that we have a fraction inside a fraction. Like 1 over 2 minus 1 over x over 2 minus x. Okay. Now to do this, we got to find the LCD. If we look at the top, we have 2 and x. LCD here is 2x. When we multiply this complex rational expression by LCD, we will be able to get rid of the fraction on the top, and that is the goal of figure out the LCD. Now multiply this by 2x over 2x. Now distribute the 2x on the top. 2x times 1 is 2x over 2. 1 times 2x is 2x over x. On the bottom, we have 2x times 2 minus x. You see that we have a common factor. 2 and 2, x and x, right? And then remember, 2 is 2 times 1, x is x times 1. So now we can happily get rid of the common factor. And what we have is x minus 2 over 2x times 2 minus x. Well, we can get a common factor. We just have to factor out the -1 on the top. If we take out the -1, then we will have 2 minus x. 2x times 2 minus x. The 2 minus x, common factor. Get rid of it. And ta-da! Have -1 over 2x. Very cool example. Here come a note. This is the very useful factoring in calculus. A minus b is always the same as negative of b minus a. You can just distribute and check. Another example is 3 plus h to the -1 minus 3 to the -1 over h. the exponent -1 tells us that we have 1 over 3 plus h minus similarly 1 over 3 over h. From here we see that, oh, we have a fraction on the top of the rational expression. So 2 different denominator. LCD is 3 times 3 plus h. We're going to multiply the expression by LCD over LCD, 3 times 3 plus h over 3 times 3 plus h. Well, distribute and we have 3 times 3 plus h over 3 plus h minus 3 times 3 plus h over 3. Divide by or over 3, just multiplication here. 3 times h times 3 plus h. Next step is 3 plus h is the same as 3 plus h times 1. 3 is the same as 3 times 1. Oh, we have common factor. Get rid of the common factor. On the top, we have 3 minus, you can distribute a -1, minus 3 minus h. On the bottom, 3h, 3 plus h. 3 minus 3 is gone. Negative h is the same as -1 times h over 3 times h times 3 plus h. They say that, oh, we get a common factor h, so cancel it out. And we have -1 over 3 times 3 plus h. Thank you for watching. I hope you find the content useful. Please like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I'll see you in the next video.